Hello, my hellion. How the hell have you been? Had a good year? I would say so, with everything that happened to keep you amused and entertained throughout the era. Well, let's move on to the next year, the year of 2015. Yes, you're going to be in for some wonderful surprises. It's time for a new year, and it's time for a new you. And what are you going to do? You're going to go out, buy yourself a new treadmill, and lose it in the garage, right next to the one you bought last year. But moving on from that, before we can look forward, let's look back and reminisce on the top 9 events. Starting out with...
This is our studio commissary, where some Hollywood stars come to eat.
Number 9. At the least most important spot on our countdown is the riots. Why? This wasn't a call to action over injustice, governmental supremacy over its subjugated victims. This is more of an engineered social event. When the opportunity arises, take advantage to loot, pillage, and plunder to your heart's content. Number 8, Islamic terrorist. What can I say about these guys? They call themselves freedom fighters. But freedom from what? They don't have a king. They don't have a government. They're a bunch of little shepherds running around the countryside with bombs, with a tribalistic idea that everyone else is invading their space. That's not what they need to be free from. Take a lesson from me and tell him, Zehiahem Kalachbia. Then you'll be free. Moving on to 777. Kim Jong-un, this paranoid tyrant, disappeared for a couple of weeks, believing he was the victim of an assassination attempt. I could see how he would think that way, as tricky as he is, thinking everyone's out to kill him. But don't worry, Kimmy, it was only Sony Pictures making a movie about killing you. So, I thought you'd be a little bit more like your father. He was in every movie there was. Number 6. Ebola. A wonderful means to get rid of those fucking little monkeys. Yes, I hate those crap-flinging primates. That's why I gave it to him. But no. Some stupid-ass mud-brain genius thought it would be tasty. You would want to eat a dead monkey on the ground. There are just some things you shouldn't put in your mouth unless you like to eat shit and die. Number 5.
Perimeter breach at visitors checkpoint.
Dominic Adesanya, better known as the Fence Jumper. How did he get to the halfway point of this countdown, you're asking? Well, it's because he only made it halfway through into the White House. Amazing. Over the fence, across the lawn, and inside before the Secret Service finally caught him. Now, they're not bad at their job. This has never happened before. But with this Secret Service little secret about Puerto Rican hookers exposed, it seems a good way to tell the president, don't fuck with us, we're the ones who protect you, and next time he'll get all the way through. Number 4.
Run your motherfucking ass over there and roll these men up now!
Yes, war is for, and not because it rhymes. because it's a part of your life. It's in your movies, it's in your games, it's everywhere and everything to everyone. And that's what makes you human. There's a deep-needed part of you that needs the want and destruction for dominance of everything around you. That's why war is so close. So close, but getting closer.
Till next week. Nanu. Nanu.
3. Robin Williams. He's dead. Get over it. Enough said. 2. Malaysia Air Flight 370, aka, where the fuck it go? It just vanished. That's what everyone said, and that's what they were asking at that time, and they were good questions. Though at this point in time, it doesn't matter anymore. The plane is now a training platform. For what? A worldwide version of 9/11 attacks. Not just in one country, but all countries on one day at one time. Now, you're going to say, but they're scanning for knives, guns, and even up-the-ass grenades. And that's true. But there are some things you forgot about. There are other weapons, like plastics, and this innocent little rolled-up piece of paper. Paper. Which, with a potato, for example, of a neck, can still kill. So now they're going to be looking for rolled up paper if they're smart and quit shaking people's underwear. And please let them keep their shoes. That is so disturbing. And you're going to ask, what happened to all those people on the flight? Well, the men were used as target practice. And the women, you don't want to know what happened to them. You really don't want to know. Before we move on to number 1, we give an honorable mention to a governmental agency that's feared worldwide, known for their brutal, enhanced interrogation and inhuman treatment of their prisoners. This group is more feared than the KGB, than the CIA, and the IRA. And they are more well known and secretive than the Men in Black.
You know how to use these things?
No idea whatsoever.
Not those Men in Black. It is the IRS. For targeting individuals of other political parties in the country of America. If they're not Democrat and they're not really Republicans, they are now a target group. Well, when they first came out, they were questioned, and they said, we don't know anything. And then, when they got into deeper water, they destroyed everything that was related. Well, we needed new equipment, so we just destroyed the old equipment. Yet, you kept all the old files except for the ones they wanted to see. I believe they had an expression for this. They said, and I quote, "It was an accident. I'm sorry. We didn't mean to destroy evidence, but we won't admit it either."
When I stand on the mountain and I say, do it, it gets done. If it don't get done, then I'll move on it. And that's the last thing in the world you want me to do.
Immigration. Not for what it was on the surface of one man saying, I'm going to do what I want and fuck everyone else. But he was setting the stage for the next president. So they could stand up and say, fuck you, I'm God. You know, if one president did it, then the rest will be able to do it. It's like chewing bubble gum. You have enough for the class, then spit it out. This guy is saying he's got enough for everyone in his class. His class, not ours, not yours. And this will tear apart the trinity of order that the founding fathers of this country set into motion, where 3 rule, not 1. And it's also to lube the way for the New World Order to move in. Yes, they're just going to ram it up your ass and tell you you love it, and you will say yes or be shocked. They're going to hear you say, take everything I worked for and give it to some slacker, and then take away everything I am for the good of the state, leaving the individual with nothing. Well, that does it for me this week. I've got other things to do. But before I let you go, life is like an angry butterfly, beautiful in all its rage. So be beautiful, my butterflies.